Racing's wrapping up here for the day at the head of the Charles, and there's been some amazing action on the water today, but there's lots and lots of people to talk to off the water as well. I'm joined here with Kobe Miller, who's Boston man about town. He is involved with so many things, and rowing is his huge passion, and we talked to him about what's happening for him at the moment. So you've just come off the water. Tell us about how the race was out there.
Oh, it was amazing. Like, you couldn't have picked a better weekend for it. We were very worried last weekend in the office because we had a bit of a thunderstorm come through, and we were worried, like, the setup, it was muddy, and we're like, oh gosh, we hope the weekend's going to turn out to be good. But you know, as you can see here now on the river, it's very calm, the sun's out, and everyone's having a good time. This is probably like the biggest year as well. We've got so many spectators, so many athletes. Yeah, it's just absolutely unreal out here.
Amazing. So you've just been out there rowing the single, and
Yes.
you were lining up against Logan and Finn.
Yes.
Now tell me, I know you've rowed the head of the Charles a number of times, but is it the first time you've done it in a single?
Yes, and usually I've been at Northeast and I'm in the 8, so I've got a coxswain that's steering me down the course, so all I have to worry about is just rowing and putting my blade in the water. So hopping in the single and actually have to look behind me for the course, it was a bit more difficult, a few more variables, but you know, it was just very fun and the atmosphere was great. It was a bit different. I haven't really been able to be on the water as much as I wanted to be. So
yeah, tell us. So you've got some different commitments this year. So tell us about that.
So I've picked up the full-time role on contract for this event, organising this whole thing essentially. The main thing was the sports and community zone that was up by Weld, up by Harvard, and that's absolutely been a hit. We've got all the professional sports organisations in Boston pretty much that are activating there, engaging the community and families and the kids of Boston, and we're just really just trying to like partner with them and just like create as much engagement as we can and just like build lifelong fans of like rowing and just like promote this event.
It's amazing. So Kiwis over this side of the world making a real impact on rowing.
Exactly, and the New England Free Jacks, like there's surprisingly a lot of Kiwis that are in Boston. We were like, oh, that's the rugby team that's based here, and we're like, oh my gosh, like hearing some familiar accents is it's very nice. It's very homely.
That's amazing. Now tell me, there's another little piece of technology or way that people can engage in rowing that you are a big part of. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so I've been working with Regatta Central, and we've been trialling the new Head of the Charles app, and we selected a few crews for this regatta, mainly the championship and alumni events, to create a different experience of watching rowing. So we had a camera mounted onto their boat, and that would live stream out to the world. And it just was a new thing that we really wanted to trial and just like create a different experience for the spectators. Just like see what it looks like inside of the boat, and it was just like absolutely amazing. We really want to keep building on it in the future and just like put it on more boats and really just like keep building from there and just like spread the word about Head of the Charles and let everyone know about how great this event is here.
I love
Boston.
it. I can just feel the passion. That is really, really cool. Now tell me, you're also on the international pathway with Rowing New Zealand. I'm really keen to understand a little bit more about what that means living in the States, and how do you work in with Rowing New Zealand?
Yes, so they have been very great to me. Rowing New Zealand have given me the flexibility to focus on my full-time work, focus on my coaching. I picked up an assistant coaching role with Tufts University here in Boston. So that's been the priority for me for the last couple of months, and I've been trying to keep fit. I bike everywhere. That's been my main mode of transport, and I count that as my training sessions sometimes. So it's very great. And Rowing New Zealand, like they'll keep in great communication. I send them my erg scores, and then this is like a great tool to like measure against other New Zealand athletes that come over here to race, like Finn Hamill and Logan Ulrich, who have just, you know, they're Olympic medalists and world championship competitors. So it's just great that I get to be assessed alongside them as part of this Rowing New Zealand pathway that's meant to be for the college athletes, but now that I've graduated, they're like being very kind to keep me included, keep me engaged, to make sure that I'm still connected, and if I want to move back to New Zealand and still have a crack, that opportunity is still there.